Scotland is a very important place to me personally. My late grandfather served with the Scottish Regiment when he was probably younger than me. It's a country with a rich history and a rich culture, and home to an absolute hotspot for motor racing. Welcome to Knockhill. Knockhill's located in Fife and has been a permanent fixture on the BTCC calendar for almost 30 years now, and if you've ever watched a race around here, it's easy to see why. It's an FIA Grade 3 circuit with 9 turns, and the laps go by very quickly, being only around 1¼ miles in length. The race lap record is held by a female driver by the name of Heather Calder in a gold GR55 car. As always, the corner names are constantly changing at racetracks, so I took these ones from the official BTCC website. We'll be driving this Toyota Corolla SP3 car today, as it's a kind of entry-level touring car and works really well around this awesome circuit. Alright, here we go then for a lap around Knockhill, and what an awesome racetrack this is. As we come onto the start-finish straight then, it's a very short lap, it's going to go by very quickly. Even in this kind of entry-level touring car, we'll be looking at sub 1 minute laps if we can get a shifty on. But here we come then into T1, Duffer's Dip. You want to brake early and get on the power early, so it really settles the car into Leslie's, and then you come into this tight right-hander of McIntyre's turn 3, then you've got this slight right-hand kink, turn 4, Butcher's, up the blank circle chicane. You kind of just have to put the power down and hope the track comes to you as you go over the crest there. An absolute mini roller coaster as we go down Brabham straight into Clark's Curve, again braking early to get the line right, get the power down and get an absolute launch around Hislop's turn 8, down this back straight, then into the final corner of turn 9 at Taylor's hairpin. You can brake a lot later than you think, taking a nice wide line in, and that's going to give you the best possible exit back onto the start-finish straight. And it's a very bumpy kind of little bit of track this as we go up the hill, and it's going to be just under 1 minute a lap here. So yeah, with that, let's see what the racing's like. Alright, here we are then on the start-finish straight as those red lights come on, the engine notes rise. About 12 cars here, a little Toyota Corolla Cup race I guess, as we get off the line, and it's a decent start for us, overtaking a couple of cars here on this straight. You can see very bumpy down this little bit of track as we come into Duffer's Dip for the first time. Car to us right, so we have to give him the space round there, but we're going to have the inside for Leslie's, and then here we come then into McIntyre's. Just being a bit cautious of the cars around us, we get a really good launch out there as we go up into the blank circle chicane, that is. Car in front getting its rear all out of shape, a couple of cars struggling there, and just like that we absolutely blast us way up. We have to leave space on the outside though, around Clark's Curve, but it looks like we're just about to get his nose in front as the car behind tucks in as we charge towards Taylor's hairpin for the first time. Quite late on the brakes compared to the AI as we take a nice wide entry in and try and get a nice late apex to give you the best possible launch down this straight. So we took into the slipstream of the car ahead then. 7 laps we're doing as they do go by very quickly here as we come into Duffer's Dip once again. We have a little bit of space so we can really focus on getting that corner exit, as you can see there, pulling right up to the rear wing of the car in front. You can find a lot of time if you get the corner exits right round here as we go up the hill round the hairpin. I absolutely love that corner as we proper get into the touring car spirit of things with a little bit of a biff there to the car in front. It's all in good spirits as we get a decent-ish exit out of Clark's. If you get the exit right there, you can really do a number on the next car. As you can see, we'll pull alongside into the Taylor's hairpin. Later on the brakes is still there though, we have to leave him space. Squeeze him a bit to the inside of the corner though, and you'll see if you take the outside line round the hairpin, you get such a better launch out the corner and down the straight. And we've got a little bit of slipstream as well for good measure, so that's another car now in his mirrors as we continue to look ahead onto lap 3 here into Duffer's Dip once again, over the bump and back down the hill, getting very close to the car in front there, nearly giving him a little punt, but we just about managed to reel ourselves back in and just be a bit patient and wait for a better opportunity, and we get a good one coming out of the chicane. A little bit of a contact there, just a bit of bumper rash, nothing too bad. As we go up the inside of Clark's, he's going to have the outside line, but he gets on the gravel there, and that's really going to upset his exit, and we can just cruise past, and that's another car in his mirrors and done as we come into T9 Taylor's hairpin once again. Very late on the brakes. It looks like the guys behind are having a bit of a scrap as well, as we just dip a couple of tyres into the grass there. That's not going to help us exit, but we're okay for now as we continue then on to lap 4, and this circuit is just so much fun. I absolutely love this place. It's, in my opinion, one of the best kind of shorter racing tracks in the UK, if not in the world. It's just such a fun circuit. But yeah, we come on then onto lap 4. We have a little bit of a gap to close, but as we come up the chicane once again, we get such a good launch out there compared to the cars in front. The electronics on board this car helping as well. It's not like your normal touring cars, this. It does have some TC and ABS, as we get a really good launch out of Clark's there, side by side with the next guy around his lots. On the charge down into Taylor's hairpin, we're on the inside. We may be looking to get 2 cars for 1 here, as the guy in front just leaves the door open, but that inside line, there's no launch out the corner there, so we just have to tuck in and go again onto the next lap. Lap 5 now as we come towards the end of this race, and we go into Duffers Dip once again, going really wide on the entry to carry as much speed as possible through, getting on the power down the hill. That way it stops the rear from stepping out in these front wheel drive cars, but we're right under the bumper of this guy ahead, and we're gonna just carry some nice speed through the chicane. Ooh, a little bit of a biff there, that sends us a little bit wide, but we managed to keep ourselves composed, keep it in one piece, braking early for Clark's curve, and that, look at the launch we get out of there, around his lops up the inside, on the charge down the back straight, then into T9 Taylor's hairpin once again, and it looks like we're so much later on the brakes. We'll leave a bit of room on the inside, but we have the outside line, and that's just going to be a very nice easy overtake on the exit of that corner. 1 more car to go then. The AI is on full here, so I think maybe the AI for this track mod need a little bit of improvement perhaps, or maybe it's just the front wheel drive cars taking a different line maybe. But look at the launch we get out of Duffers Dip, looking up the inside of this next guy. We scare him off wide a little bit, but we can't quite capitalise on it. We're quite good through this chicane, and look at the launch we get out of there. We're going to go side by side then up the hill into Clark's, and we're just going to slam on the brakes there, keep the inside line. Oh, car goes off wide a little bit, but we go into the back of him. That's going to invite this next guy up behind us as we're on the penultimate lap here into Taylor's hairpin for the second to last time. And we're going to see what's going to happen here, as we get a massive shunt there as we go around the outside, and we just sneak around the outside of the next car. Very sneaky. It's going to be a drag race, but he's trying to push us into the pit lane. A proper touring car move from the AI, and he's murdered us. Into the barrier we go, and that's going to be our race over, I think. So yeah, that was my little race around Knockhill. I hope you enjoyed the video. The track and car mods will be linked down below in the description as always. If you did enjoy the video, remember to hit like and subscribe. I'd very much appreciate that, and I'll see you all in the next one.